Hey guys, so welcome back to another episode within my series called Books of All Kinds, and for those of you who are new to this channel, this is pretty much a series I created to cover all different types of genres within YA. You guys can vote on your favorite genres, and then the highest rated one and the highest voted one will be featured in a video where I talk about my favorite books within that genre. So I know in my last episode I said I was going to be doing dark YA in this episode, but I was getting so many comments and questions and requests regarding summer YA books, so I thought it'd be a perfect time to do this sort of video now because it is the summertime and I don't want to do it near the end of summer, and I thought it'd be perfect because it lands in a good spot where you guys can still go get some of these books if you're interested for your summer reading. I also want to talk about the comments from the last video. So there was a total of 119 votes, so I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who took the time to leave a comment. So out of the 119 votes that you guys left, there was 5 genres in particular that got the highest votes. There was scary, contemporary, action-adventure, fairy tale retellings, and tearjerkers. So if one of those genres sounds really good to you, choose it, leave a comment. I'm going to tally all the votes and the top 2 will battle out in the next video, so really this is all up to you. If you've been waiting for a video based on these 5 genres, this is the time for you to vote. So I will be talking about dark YA in the next video, and the top 2 from this episode down in the comments will battle it out, and so on and so forth. I just wanted to switch up the voting a little bit to keep it different and exciting, so I hope you guys enjoy this. Alright guys, so let's get on to this video where I'm going to be talking about my favorite summer reads, and to really kind of give a definition to summer reads, I'm going to talk about that for a little bit because really any book could obviously be read during the summertime, and a really great book makes a great summer read because you have time to read and it's fun and it's a good book, so why wouldn't it be a good summer read? But really, summer reads is the kind of book that gets you in the summertime mood. Summer read is more than just its setting, it's what it allows you to think of on the beach, and it allows you to get really into the summertime mood but also still enjoy an incredible novel. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you have any recommendations for me on your favorite summer books, definitely leave them in the comments because I'd love to hear them. If you've read these books, let me know how you like them because I'd love to hear your opinions, and don't forget to vote. So without further ado, I'm going to get started and talk about my favorite summer reads of all time. Alright, so the first book, or books, I'm going to talk about is a very popular summer series, and this is the Summer I Turned Pretty series, and it's probably the most popular YA summer series out there. So the first book we have is The Summer I Turned Pretty, and this is the book that starts off the series. Then we have It's Not a Summer Without You, and the third book is We'll Always Have Summer, and this series is by Jenny Han, who is a really great author who is able to create such great characters and such an awesome setting while still being able to keep it simple enough for a summer read but also intricate enough to keep you hooked from the first book to the third book. This series follows a girl named Belly who spends every single summer, as far as she's remembered, at Cousins Beach. So when school ends, she heads to Cousins Beach to spend her summer with her mom's best friend's family. Her mom's best friend has 2 sons, Conrad and Jeremiah. Belly has always been seen as one of the boys, kind of. She's more like best friends and siblings with these guys, but this summer she wants things to change. She wants the boys to see her differently. Now that she's older, she really wants things to change between her and Conrad. So Jenny Han takes that love triangle-esque situation between Conrad, Jeremiah, and Belly, turns it into something where it's great romance in addition to this great life they have on the beach with their family and friends. And that's the great quality of the series, is that you feel like you grow up with the whole family and not just the main characters, so you get attached to a lot of characters in this series. So ultimately, this is the story of Belly during the summertime, and a story of a summer that changes everything. I loved it so much, and it's one of the best, if not the best, summer series I've ever read, so definitely check it out. I highly recommend it. Alright guys, so the next book I'm going to talk about is The Summer of Skinnydipping, and this is by Amanda Howells, and I did talk about this in my top 11 books of 2011. Sometimes a summer novel can be so simple that it becomes boring and redundant, but this one has so many surprises that it left me so emotional on this journey with the main character that I was amazed that it was just a summer novel. So don't expect a simple and fun summer read because it is way more than that. So this is the story of Mia Gordon, who is a 16-year-old girl who tells her story of what happened at Indigo Beach, and that involves a boy that she meets and also the story with her family and her friends, and ultimately things take a different turn. She learns a lot about herself. This beach brings out a lot in her, and the relationship with her and the boy takes so many different twists and turns that I was just amazed at how powerful a summer novel could be. That's what this book taught me, is that a summer novel can be so more so much more capable of being just a summer novel. It could be something that, yeah, it takes place in the summertime, but it takes you leaps and bounds over what you could expect. And it's not just about skinny dipping, so keep that in mind. So definitely check it out. Highly recommend it, and I think you'll like it. It was amazing. Alright guys, so the next book I'm going to talk about is the last book with the word summer in its title. The rest of the books are going to be fun contemporary reads that are kind of light and airy for the summertime, and this will be the last book that is kind of emotional, but also fun in a way. So yes, the book I'm going to talk about is 20 Boy Summer by Sarah Ockler, and I've talked about this book so many times in my videos, but I'm going to talk about it again because it is the ultimate perfect summer read for any girl out there. So the beautiful, powerful, and emotional book known as 20 Boy Summer follows a girl named Anna who goes through a terrible tragedy. Days before her best friend Matt died in a car accident, Anna showed her feelings for him and they pursued a relationship with each other. The sad thing is that they didn't have a chance to tell Matt's little sister Frankie because Matt said that he would tell her and he wanted to be the one to break the news. All three of them have this bond unlike anything else. So when Matt passes away in the car accident, they feel as though a part of them has been taken and ripped away from them, and they are in pieces because they can't imagine life without their best friend Matt. On top of that, Anna is keeping the secret within herself that they also pursued a relationship before this happened. She struggles to find the will in herself to tell Frankie what she's been hiding all this time. So fast forward a year later, and Frankie has this idea that they should go to Zanzibar Bay to have something called a 20 boy summer. They have 20 days in Zanzibar Bay, so why not find one boy a day, making it 20 boys for the whole summertime. So Anna is obviously against this idea because she still is hiding those feelings she had for Matt, but one thing leads to another. She has to find herself again. Frankie changes. It's all about finding yourself after a tragedy and learning how to cope and be yourself again after such a huge loss. So I definitely recommend this because not only does it incorporate that fun summer fling idea, but it also incorporates the emotional side of it. So it's not full of sadness, but it's not full of fun, and I think that's what makes a perfect summer novel. This is one of the best, if not the best, standalone summer novels I've ever read, and I definitely recommend it because it's beautiful, so powerful, and amazing from beginning to end. And what makes it so great is Sarah Ockler's writing, because she's able to capture so much emotion in so little words that you're at a loss for words yourself and you just can't believe what you're reading. If you've read this, let me know how you loved it because I loved it, and I'm sure a lot of you out there would love it too, so definitely check it out. Alright guys, so the next book I'm going to talk about is Along for the Ride by Sarah Dessen, and I know any Sarah Dessen novel would be perfect for the summertime, but I chose Along for the Ride because it takes place kind of at the beach, but it's different than a typical beach novel out there. So we follow a girl named Auden who has got on this schedule where she doesn't sleep at night and she actually sleeps in later during the day, and this is because of her parents' divorce. So she's kind of like a night owl where she spends her nights roaming around and living out whatever she has to do that day or night. When she's given the chance to go to the beach and live in her father's beach house with his new family, she jumps at the chance to kind of make her summer a little bit more exciting and different. Things prove to be a little bit more difficult as she tries to fit in with the new girls, figure out how she fits in with her father's new family, and also deal with this relationship with a boy named Eli. They're very similar and they kind of live their nights out together because he is an insomniac too. And there's a lot of emotions tied in with this and a lot of things that Auden struggles with that you kind of have to grow along with her and see how she kind of deals with those things. Simple but also powerful and very entertaining yet exciting, because Sarah Dessen is able to create these simple novels, but there's so many elements of it that you get excited and pumped for, and you just want to see them happen and you just want to read what happens at the end. So I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorite novels of hers and I think it's great, so definitely check it out. Alright, the next book I'm going to talk about is 10 Things We Did and Probably Shouldn't Have by Sarah Mylnowski, and this is a super fun and entertaining read, which is why I think it's perfect for the summertime, because for me, I love funny and entertaining books during the summertime as well, and sometimes I don't want that emotional heavy read. So this is the story of April, who has to tell her father a little tiny white lie in order to live in a house alone with her best friend, parent-free. So no parents, best friend, empty house equals a lot of things that happen and 10 things that they shouldn't probably have done. There's parties, there's pool hot tub parties, and ultimately that all leads to things that they will regret in the morning when they wake up. So it's a hilarious tale of April dealing with this new situation, having fun, but also dealing with the consequences. All of her decisions lead to so many funny events, and it's just a ride from beginning to end, and the writing is so hilarious, so I definitely recommend it for those of you who are looking for a fun, entertaining read dealing with girl problems, parties, and a little bit of discipline. So definitely check it out. It's so much fun and I loved it. Alright guys, so that was my video. Before I end everything, I wanted to talk about a book club that I'm now a part of. It's me and 4 other booktubers, so in total there is 5 of us. I'll probably be talking about it in another separate video and you will see a review on the book we're reading. So stay tuned at the end of the month where we all put our reviews up. So thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to vote if you haven't yet, and I appreciate every single one of your comments. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope these recommendations helped for your summertime reads. So yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye!